This really sucks. We installed this last summer, and now we have this error code. Ah! All right, I just got to my next service call. No cooling complaint, and we installed this system last year. Here is the Mikey pipes by ACiQ. This is the 1.5 tons, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, 18,000 BTU unit. Now they're saying that the system is not cooling. Here is our outdoor side discharge, heat pump, inverter driven compressor. That's also communicating as well. Here's our surge protector. We have a green light right there, so we're good. We got power there. We're gonna have to look inside here, see what's up. All right, I got nothing going on my control board here. Absolutely nothing. Let's get the voltmeter and check for power at L1. All right, L1, L2. I have 238 volts between L1 and ground. 219. L2 and ground, also 219. So we got the proper voltage here, but there's no signal for this to turn on. All right, we are up in the attic. It'd be funny if the float is the problem, but anything going on in there? C1 EL. C1 EL. C1 EL. So C1. I downloaded the ACiQ service manual for the PAH air handlers. That's the Extreme Plus air handlers that we install. That EL C1 error is not listed in there, but I relied on ChatGPT. Hold on a second. Hi.
You got the drill on there?
Do I have the what? The drill?
The drill? Yeah.
The drill's down here, yeah, but there's a Phillips screwdriver in the tool bag. Use that.
Yeah. I was just making sure, just
yep.
in case I didn't leave.
No problem. So I turned off the power on the indoor unit. Counted to like, I don't know, 200. So duplicating about a minute, 2.5 minutes. Turned it back on. 03 is the display message or display code on the indoor unit. My outdoor unit is blank. Shows nothing. But our system is running now. I got to put a call into tech support. My refrigerant pressure right now on my low side is 120. I did not hook up my high side yet. I just want to see what's doing, but we are discharging above ambient temperature air here, so we are cooling that space. One of 6 units here. I got to figure out what that ELC1 error was because I can't have that, you know? And our high side is 161. I need to find another 410A adapter because I don't have any. None here. That's the straight core removal tool. Oh, hold on. Oh man, really? Oh, you know what? Get the clear case out of there. I think I have it in there. Or there's got to be some kind of adapter there. No, it's not in there. Bring it up here. No. Huh. It's funny how something can work for a whole season and then stop working. I just called my rep over at ACiQ. He was unavailable, but put me on the phone with Daniel over in the Vandalia, Ohio office. Daniel got on the phone. None of this nonsense that some of the manufacturers would give you, like, what's the model serial number of both indoor outdoor units? When did you purchase it? Where did you purchase it from? None of that stuff. Was it registered? None of that. I tell him what's going on. He goes, you got a communication error between the indoor and outdoor unit. I'm like, all right, how do I fix this? He goes, you go to the indoor unit, look for the SW1 bank of dip switches, and make sure one is on. Guess what? SW1-1 is off. See that? It's off. There's nothing like RTFM. Read the factory manual. Page 39. Function combination table for the dip switch SW1-1 through SW1-4. You're going to see that the third one down from the top, dip switch 1 is on, and the 2, 3, and 4 are off. And you'll have that configuration when you have a 24-volt thermostat, and SW1-1 needs to be up if S1, S2 from the indoor to outdoor unit is being used for communication. We never configured this the right way, but it worked miraculously this whole entire time. So we're going to take a sharp little tip of that. That goes up. There's SW1-1. All the other ones are down. Bzz. Okay, so far so good. EO3, so that's a thermostat 24-volt Y2 calling cool right now. That's what 03 means. 24-volt thermostat is calling on Y2, two-stage cooling. In a few moments, we'll check outside, and that unit should come on. Did it just turn on a second ago?
No.
So I didn't ask if it's doing anything. You said no. But no, I mean, with the unit itself.
Hi.
Hi. Well, you sound depressed.
No, I'm okay.
All right, I have a question for you.
Yes.
When we install an ACiQ Extreme Plus system, and we have a 24-volt thermostat, and we're communicating outside with S1, S2, are you changing any of the dip switches on the indoor air handler?
No.
You know you're supposed to.
They said it auto detects.
Auto detects for what? For a communication stat between, for communication control from between the indoor and outdoor unit?
Yeah, for everything. It's auto detecting.
No. So if you have this error message, EL01, right? It's a communication failure between the indoor and outdoor unit, because on the indoor unit, there's 4 dip switch banks. So the first one is marked SW1, right? And there's a dip switch SW1-1, which needs to be on.
Okay.
Now you know. Right now I'm at a client we installed a 1.5 ton system for last year, that it was not cooling. And I got here, my power cycle did it turned on, and then it turned off. And then it turned back on again, and then it turned back off. So I'm like screaming like I want to murder like Kevin, the owner of ACiQ, for selling me junk. And I'm like, I ate my words. I ate my words because we didn't follow directions. RTFM, Daniel.
But I've gone back and forth with them multiple times over this on the phone, and they say that it is auto detecting.
Well, I just spoke to Daniel at ACiQ because Mr. Whitmore was not available and Jared was not available, and this is what he told me to do. And sure enough, it's in the manual that way. So, food for thought shall suffice. I'm not mad at you. I'm just giving you an education.
No, that's fine.
Yeah. All right. All good?
Stinks.
It does stink.
Yeah.
I wasted an hour here.
The customer that I was just at their school, and they were never told that they need to pay on site.
They're a school?
Yeah.
This is an amazing learning experience. I say this quite frequently, and keeping it real, right? Other internet personalities may have just cut out that scene where we didn't RTFM, but RTFM would have saved me an hour today. And I wonder how many others we're going to run into with the same exact situation. Hopefully none other. But thank you so much for watching. If you have any system, make sure you read the factory manual. Thanks for watching. Smash that thumbs button, guys.